Yo, what is up, YouTube boxing family? It is K right here. I'm back at it with another good boxing video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna be talking about Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman, fight at 154. I don't know the validity of this fight being next, but to my greatest understanding, I will be responding to Errol Spence's recent comments to say that he isn't fighting Keith Thurman next. I think it's pretty logical, pretty valid that he actually said, something out of it. I want to say this is coming from word of mouth out of what the Spence camp, but it looks like Keith Thurman is not going to be the fight for Errol Spence. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this fight. I think what's going to end up happening is that Errol Spence, he will move up to 154. And I don't think he's fighting Keith Thurman. I think if anything, he's going to fight like a name. I think, name-wise, it's probably good that he should fight maybe like a guy like, Brian Castano at 154. I believe that would be the right name if I'm Errol Spence. Why not go after a Brian Castano, or maybe fight Tony Harrison if that's possible? I wouldn't want to target Jared Hurd. I don't think that's a very good fight at 154. And maybe he could fight Fundora, because Fundora said, he wants to fight the Errol Spence smoke. So I don't see why that can't be a high level major pay-per-view level fight. I think looking at the 154 chain with the BoxRec of the fighters that are out here, I think Fundora is the best opponent right now for Errol Spence. He is top 3 super welterweight in the world. I don't see why Spence can't move up and fight a guy like Fundora. Why not? Because if you could beat him, you could basically get your ticket in for the WBC mandatory. And I mean, Errol Spence, he's already unified, so it's like, you could basically fight anybody on this list. Well, not particularly, but you would have to fight, the highest ranking, fighter out of either sanctioned body. But I'm liking the choices that I'm bringing out. I don't think a Keith Thurman would be something that Errol Spence wants to fight. I don't think so. I don't think Errol Spence is that type of guy to even give Thurman the opportunity, because he got screwed over. So why would you want to give him something that doesn't benefit you, but it's going to benefit him? So I think what's going to end up happening is that Errol Spence, he's going to end up probably vacating all of his titles, and I think he's going to end up moving to 54 and probably fighting Sebastian Fundora, only because of what I believe to be more of a consistent, basis of where he could be in his career. So I don't know if that is something that could be on the horizon, but it looks to be something that could be, how should I say, it could be something where, you can get, something out of it, where you could benefit off of beating a Fundora, because at least you're beating the highest, ranking fighter, in your division. So I would go after it, and I think it's really smart. I think it's a very smart thing to do if I'm Errol Spence, wanting to just get your ticket in to the super welterweight division. And why not chase after a guy like Fundora? Because if you could beat him, then you beat like the quote unquote boogeyman of 154, or the Demon King. I mean, he's really not in my eyes, but I think where things are at right now, it's better that you do that. and you know that can give you more of a higher chance of putting yourself in better position of becoming something that you could get out of 154. So I don't think the Keith Thurman fight would be the next fight for Errol Spence, but if it was at 154, I don't think Keith Thurman is going to last against Errol Spence, especially in a new weight class where he's a lot more stronger. He's a lot more invulnerable. He doesn't show any weaknesses, not much, honestly. I think Errol Spence, he's really shown that he's a very destructive character. You know, that's why that I call him, you know, the Ermac Smoke of Mortal Kombat. You know, he's a combination of those two characters from Mortal Kombat, and he's a very destructive fighter. That's why that I love watching him and I love studying him, because in my philosophy, southpaws around boxing. But I think just based off of the skill set and the intensity that he trains at, I don't think anybody messes with Errol Spence. And the only person that could ever come close to beating him would probably be Jaron Ennis, but that's by like a slim margin. But either way, everybody else at 54, I think Spence, he washes them. That's just my honest opinion. I think Errol Spence, he's just way too gifted, man. Like, he has a lot of gifts that just put him in the rafters of being, you know, the most deadliest fighter, or if not one of the most deadliest fighters in all of boxing. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. I don't think the Keith Thurman fight is happening next. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this fight is going to happen between him and Keith Thurman? I don't think so. I think, you know, where things are at right now, I think Keith Thurman, he's going to be a very easy touch for Errol Spence to get rid of. But I think Errol Spence is going to have a tough fight with Thurman. It's a good name on the resume if you want to build up legacy. I'm down for it. But the question is Errol Spence really wanting to fight Keith Thurman, knowing that he has like a lot of, you know, disdain and ego, you know, against him? So I think for the money, like, he should really go after Thurman, you know, if you want to bank out like another pay-per-view level fight. But I just don't see like anywhere other than stay at 147 and play this, you know, hide and go seek tag with Terrence Crawford, where he's not trying to come to the table and you have to waste your time facing all the competition at welterweight, when you could just move up to 54 and you have like a easy golden weight ticket to either become, honestly, you could become Jermell Charlo's mandatory, but I think he's just going to vacate after he whips on Tim Tszyu. And I don't know what Tim Tszyu's going to do, but Tim Tszyu, he's going to stay mad, you know, inactive. So I don't know how this fight is really ever going to be made between Charlo and Tszyu, because Charlo, he broke his hand, for those of you that don't know. So he's going to be out for quite a long time. It's going to take at least at least 3 to 6 months, or I'll say 4 to 6 months, until he's fully recovered in his career, and he can, you know, at least be, you know, whatchamacallit, he can be fully healed up so he can defeat Tim Tszyu or fight him. So I don't know, man. I mean, this is just like my initial thoughts, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. So shout out to the mighty LDBC TWT, and yeah, man, I'm out. Peace out. Bye.